Ah, okay. Sorry, guys. Uh, all right. I'm not sure why that was happening. I guess I'll have to do that again. Um, well, I mean, you kind of heard all that before. Welcome to 343 TV. My name is Max Wild, and we're here for another episode of Theory Thursdays. I will spare you the long intro, but for those of you new to the show, we're here to dissect music theory and see how music theory makes up music and how we can make tracks using music theory. So, yeah, we're here every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell key so that you know when we're going live. And those of you new to 343 TV, we're a music production school based in New York, Berlin, and online, and we've got lots of courses in, everything music production related. So Ableton Live, Logic, mixing and mastering, vocal production, composition and arrangement. I said mixing and mastering already. Sound design and synthesis. So check out the website at 343labs.com or 343labs.de for the German website. And I just want to say hello to our guests. We've got Andrew Duke. Hey, what's up? Jeffrey Almonte. John Kingston the third from Rockaway Park. Yeah, why don't you guys all drop, let me know where you are in the chat. I'm in Berlin, Germany. So I've been here for a couple months now. And I'm just checking who else is in the chat. And it's actually, it's already evening here, so why don't you guys let me know where you guys are calling from. We've got Space Facts in the chat. Bill Board Shah. Hey. And did I miss anyone? Jeffrey Almonte, what's up? Okay. Cool. I think that's everyone. Nice. So we're going to get, today we're going to take a look at trap. Also one other really important announcement, well, two important announcements. Number one, the giveaway for this week is a $300 gift card to 343 Labs, which, that's pretty much like almost half one of our music production courses. You could also use it towards a workshop, anything like that, anything on 343labs.com. That is the giveaway, so drop your name in the chat. In the chat, you'll find the link where you can drop your name to be included in that giveaway. The other bit of news I wanted to share with you is that tonight we have a show, our first live performance show on Discord. So come join us on Discord at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, right after this. Yes, we are on, Andrew. We're on right after this at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna stop right on time so that we can all head over to Discord. Again, the link should be in the chat at some point. If someone wants to drop it in the chat, please do so. We have dolltr and one of our amazing instructors performing for you, and two other community members. So it'll be really dope. So let's get started. We are talking about trap. So again, I'm going to be kind of breaking down the music theory behind making a trap beat. Okay, so let's take a look. I kind of prepared a little bit of something so that we know what we are going to get into. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into something like this. Let me know if you dig it. All right, cool. So that's kind of a loop that I'm working with, and you know, I made that before the class, and I am going to show you guys, you know, how trap is built up, where the kinds of things that you need to watch out for, the how you program the drums, how you program the 808s, the chords, and the leads. So as you can see, we only have 4 tracks we're working with. Actually, we were just listening to 3. And let's start with, so number 1, let's talk about the BPM, right? So really important for trap. Trap is usually around 140 to 180 BPM, and it's usually felt in what's known as halftime. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I make a clip, I'm working with this kit right here. This is my kick, snare, clap, another clap, hi-hat, some type of percussion thing, another kind of hi-hat roll. All right, really simple kit that I threw together before this session. So the way that this works, I'm using a 16th note grid. I've got my BPM at 140, and I'm going to put my kick on beat 1, and I'm going to put my snare on beat 3. Find my snare. There we go. And it sounds like this, right? I'm going to put hi-hats on 8th notes. So change my grid to 8th notes. And use the pencil tool. And my hi-hat is just kind of my timekeeper. And you can tell when I said this is halftime, what you can see is that this one bar feels like half a bar, right? It feels like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, to make this, turn this into a full bar, I need to make this twice as long. So I'm just going to hit duplicate, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But really, if I'm at 140, we would really be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now you could achieve the same result by slowing the tempo down by half, cutting it by half. So changing this to 70, and just making this all twice as fast. So I'm going to go divide by 2, and I'm going to have exactly the same result. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's exactly the same beat at half the tempo, with the note values being twice as fast, right? Makes sense. So if I make it twice, make the note values twice as long, and speed up the tempo by 2, double the tempo, I'm going to get exactly the same result. So let's go back to that, because this is kind of the common way that most trap producers will write their songs in. There's no right or wrong, but you're going to find that most trap producers will do it this way. All right, so they're going to be at 140. Next thing you're going to notice is you're going to add a couple more kicks, just to kind of make the beat a bit more interesting. So let's add a kick right here. Let's go to 16th notes again. do this. And then you're going to find that the hi-hats are going to speed up from time to time. And then also very common is the triplet. So if I change my grid to triplets, Command 3, I'll get this. Kind of skipping around here a little bit. And now let's add, let's make this twice as long just to kind of make it more interesting. So I'm going to hit duplicate and let's add another kick. Let's do that. Just to kind of change it up a bit, let's also add, let's add this percussion sound. Let's add that. Just on beat 4 at the end of a bar. Let's add this somewhere as well. I mean, this could be anywhere really. Let's have this a little later on. Actually, I don't need that. Let me take that out for a second. Okay, now let's move on to. So really important here is these kind of broken kicks. So trap comes right out of hip hop. Okay, so you want the haze? What's up, Asa? Yeah, we're probably not going to get into vocals too much today. This is going to be just working on the drums, the 808s, the leads, and some chords. All right, so let's get into the 808s. So I have, let's unfreeze this for a second. Working with this. All right, I'm gonna choose to be an F minor, and because F gives me a really nice low frequency for the sub, for the 808. And what the 808 does is, you know, the 808 comes right out of the 808 drum kit, or the 808 drum machine from the early 80s, and it can be used both as a kick drum or as a bass drum. The thing about the 808 is that it's pitched for the most part, so it has a long sustain, and I can play it right up my keyboard. Just to show you what I'm using here is, I'm not going to get into sound design. That's not the topic of today, of this show really, but I'm using wavetable for this, just with some, take a look here, using 2 oscillators. I'm using a pitch bend right here, and that's pretty much it. I've got Got nothing else really. Very, very simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the drums over to the 808, and I'm going to take out everything except for the hi-hats. I'm going to take out everything except for the kick pattern. So it's really important that the kick pattern and the sub work together. So, all right. So let's make these a little longer. And let's see what the sounds. Let's bring this down to an F. And that should be right below 50 hertz. If we analyze this in Spectrum, if we throw that on there, we can see there's my F. That's 44 hertz, right? That's the F0. Enigmatic Onion is saying he's making some crazy music with his harmonicon. Okay, what's that? Never heard of that instrument. But that sounds cool. All right, so we've got F0 playing. What I'm going to also do, this is very common for trap, is I'm going to add another note here. And I'm going to pitch it up an octave. Syncopate it. And you know what? I'm going to let the kick do some of these notes. I'm going to take these two notes out. And let's put this up here. Let's do the same thing that I did here over here. And I'm going to create like a syncopated melody. Let's go down to the C. Can't have both of these. And now to check to see if these are playing nicely together, I can just select both of them. Actually, let me give this a different color so that we can tell the difference. There we go. So now we can see both the drums and the sub together, the 808. And we can tell that the kick and the 808 are lining up together nicely rhythmically. This is really important, right? So you want the kick to be punchy and on top of the frequency spectrum, and then you want the sub or the 808 to be down below. Let's just change that over to here. Yeah, that's much better. They're playing together. So really, all I'm doing is I'm playing F, and then I'm playing the octave F. So that's the low F, F0, F1, an octave higher, and then I'm playing the fifth, perfect fifth. It's 7 half steps. Kurt Vanderbruck is in the house. What's up, Kurt? Nice to see you. Come to check out some Theory Thursdays. Kurt's an old friend from NYC, DJ, and entrepreneur, man of many trades. So yeah, welcome, Kurt. So yeah, you want to make sure that the 808 and the kick is working together. So we got that going. Now let's head over to the leads. All right, so I've got this lead sound. All right, so I'm in F minor. All right, so we all know our F minor scale. If not, if you don't know your F minor scale, and the reason I'm using F is because my sub is playing F, right? So everything has to be an F, and we're doing trap, so minor is kind of the most common key. All right, no, you don't want to do major because major is too uplifting. You want something dark, right? Here's a cool tip in Live 11 where you can turn on your scale and you can select the root right here and then change this to minor, and then you've got all the notes in the F minor scale in case you're unsure. So I'm going to start on the 5th. You've got that nice half step, right? Here's the F minor scale. Now, trap usually has very, very simple melodies, or hip hop, right? You want something very simple, repetitive, and on every beat, basically, like not too syncopated, just very consistent. So. All right, forgot to record that, but not a problem because I can just use capture. Clean that up, select everything, hit legato, and quantize. And as you can see, I'm playing 16th notes. I'm playing 8th notes on every beat. Let me know what you mean, what you like, if you like that melody. Thomas is saying, we're streaming my show live to Discord, right? Are you really? Oh, wow. Look at that. That's very cool. You can check it out on stage 1, which is where the holiday performance will be taking place. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, so those of you joining and who weren't here in the beginning, we just opened our, just switch over. We just kind of launched our Discord channel, and it's pretty cool because we can bring all our performances onto our Discord channel. There's also a lot of kind of forums where you can ask questions, interact with our instructors, meet each other, the network, all that good stuff. So right after this, we have a live performance featuring the amazing dolltr, Ableton Certified Trainer, one of our instructors, and 2 other community members. So check that out on, Thomas is saying, on stage 1 in Discord. And Thomas, could you also drop a link to the Discord in the chat, please? Then also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. Hit the bell key so that you're notified when we go live. And yeah, the giveaway for this week is a $300 voucher to 343labs.com. So yeah, please follow us, on YouTube, on all the social networks at 343 Labs. So we've got our drums, we've got our 808, we've got our lead. We're in F minor. check out some strings. So got it. I'm actually going to, you're going to find that your CPU is going to be spiking, especially if you're streaming. So what I like to do is I like to freeze my tracks. That way, I'm going to eat up less CPU. All right, cool. Strings. Also, turning off instruments really helps with that. Sorry, you couldn't see what I was doing, but to freeze a track, you just right click and you go hit freeze track, right? So, strings. Now, in trap music, in terms of harmony, quite often there isn't even a lot of harmony going on. Okay, the 808 is just playing the root, which is F, and the chords really aren't doing that much. Okay, there might be a section where there are some chords, but they're not really going to be doing much more than playing the root chord, which is F, A flat, right? F, A flat, C. So I'm just going to find some diatonic chords, kind of some chords that work in the F minor. So obviously F. That's my G diminished chord. Not so happy about that though. I could do that. How about that? So let me record that real quick. Honest Impulse is saying that B5 is really spooky and sinister. Yeah, that's the I guess the note B5. But yeah, that's what I'm going for, spooky and sinister. How about a Locrian trap beat then? Stavros is talking about modes. Yeah, so the Locrian is definitely a very dark mode because it has a lot of kind of minor seconds or half steps. That's a great mode or scale to use. For now, we're just going to stick to the regular F natural minor scale. That's the one that everyone knows. But Locrian is definitely a good option down the road. I'm going to, again, play this in legato and quantize it. You're going to find that a lot of trap is kind of programmed as opposed to played in real time or using real instruments. So, you know, it's a very electronic genre. So it's going to be very quantized. Also, not a lot of groove in terms of some of these grooves that you find here in your browser being used. They're right here in Live 11. So unlike disco or hip hop or funk, trap is supposed to be very straight. Cool. Let's see what that would sound like down an octave. Cool. Let's make another melody here with this lead sound. So, let's see. That sounds kind of cool. Too high. So what I can do is I can actually just duplicate this. So I have two of these guys playing at the same time and see what this sounds like with the other melody. So what you want to be careful of though is that since they're the same exact sound, that they're not. Let me color code this differently so you can see what's going on. So now you can see that they are really kind of fitting in. They're in the same range. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that one is clearly above or below. So let me bring this up an octave. What I could do to make this more interesting is I could make one twice as fast. Let's see what that would sound like, just to give it a different feel. So that sounds kind of cool, but I think what I'll do is I will. It's a bit too repetitive. So I just made a little tweak there. And now let's see what that sounds like with this other lead, the second lead. Let's call this lead 2. And let's tweak that sound a little bit so that it cuts through a bit more. So I'm using operator here. Yeah, we're talking about the flat fifth. It's great. Yeah. So, the flat 5, Mona. So yeah, you're talking about the flat 5. So the flat 5 is the tritone, as John and Monist were just saying, and we have that flat 5. That is the sinister interval, which is right. I guess. Let me see if I can find one. Well, it would be. All right. just because you guys are asking for it, let's add a flat 5. Let's flat 5 melody, right? So there we go. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. So turn this off for a second. Here's the flat 5. Sounds cool. All right, there's the flat 5. We got the flat 5. Take a look. Right here. So it's called the devil's interval because 6 half steps, right? So from that D flat to the G is 6 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 half steps. And then if you take that up an octave, so now I have D flat, G, and D flat. That is 6, 6, and then we can keep going. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Devil's interval, right? So that was an interval that you should not have played in back in the Middle Ages or before. When music was very much a church thing, I would say before, like in the 1600s, 1500s. Well, not 1600s, even before then, like I guess 1200s. That was an interval that if you played that, you would get into a lot of trouble. So let's check it out. All right, let's get into some arranging. But yeah, just for those of you that just joined, I just want to let you guys know again, we're here. We're at 343 TV. We're here every day at 1 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. European Time, Central European Time. And we have different music production shows every day of the week. Mondays, we have Tips and Tricks with dolltr, where we kind of break down Ableton Live related topics. Tuesdays we have Tatro Talks with our creative director and YouTuber Tatro, where he kind of interviews different artists and music producers and industry reps. Wednesdays we have Lewis Beck with Hybrid Home Studios, where he breaks down his home studio setup and shows you how to combine or fuse analog with digital. Thursdays is yours truly with Theory Thursdays. Fridays we have Abe Duque with with Production Basics. Really good show if you're getting started with music production. That's tomorrow. And Saturdays we have John Selway with Techno Saturdays. That's a really great show as well. And we're actually coming to the end of season 2. At the end of the week, we're going to take a 3-week, or I think 2-week break for the holidays, and then we'll be back at the beginning of January. So thank you guys all for supporting us. It really means a lot. Please subscribe and hit the bell key down below so that you know when we're going live. Our giveaway for the week is a $300 voucher to 343 Labs. So drop your name in the link up above, and you can be entered for the giveaway. That'll be announced on Saturday. And I believe I might already be on Discord, but our Discord event is going on right after this at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central European Time. And that's going to be with dolltr and a couple of other community members. We've got Nefertiti in the chat. What's up, Nefertiti? And Andrew, you're welcome. Okay, cool. Let's do a little arrangement now of this. We've got all these cool melodies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in session view, but I'm going to do a little arrangement. So let's see what we got. Let's start with so what I like to do is I like to kind of bring everything into one level playing field. And then just duplicate this scene a bunch of times, and then kind of make a little arrangement out of it. So I'm going to start with my lead, I think. And definitely not with my 808s. Let's actually just see what this sounds like. All right, I don't want the fast melody to start off with. I want the slow melody. So and I don't want that melody yet. I want this melody. Let's start down an octave. Cool. And let's bring in the hi-hats, but no kick. All right, cool. And now let's bring in the kick. No 808 yet. Save this lead still. So we got this. I think we got to keep that going. And let's bring this up an octave. Cool, cool, cool. And let's actually add, just go back to this and just play some long notes with the 808. So how about that? Unfreeze this. Just some sustained notes. It's playing an F. Maybe at the beginning. then go up to the maybe another note. All right, cool. So let's play this arrangement real quick. So no kicks. I'll just write it out here on the side. You know what? I'm going to use this other bass that I had prepared here. I'm going to use that. All right, I don't want to run out of time. See what that sounds like. Too low. All right, that's a nice rumbly bass. Let's see what that sounds like. All right, we're getting there. Let me bring back the original 808s. So one more time. I guess this is the intro. And then let's call this the drop. Back to the drop. Sorry. Sorry, my screen was down. Let me just show you guys what I was doing. So basically here in for the I had my 3 scenes: intro, drop, and then drop 2. Here I took out the kick, right? So I just have the drums doing this. Then in the drop, I have the kick in. And this is, so these are all really kind of the same. I'll make these a different color. And then for the drop, I have the kick back in. I have the 808 and the lead. I guess I have different leads here. I have this lead. And then I have this. Oh, that's the same one. So let's actually switch this up. Cool. So I've got, this is the same lead as this one just played up an octave. And then for the strings, they're playing the same. exact same thing. And then I have this is my second lead. And then finally I have for the intro, I have just a simple bass line going. All right, so that is, let's hear it one more time since I had my screen down. So here we go. Intro. You know what I might also do just for the intro is instead of playing 16th notes or 8th notes, I will play quarter notes just to slow it down. Nah, doesn't sound good. Drop. And drop 2 with the counter melody. And break. Back to the drop. All right, there we go. I think that is all we have time for. So I hope that gave you kind of a little insight. Hello, hello. Sorry. I don't know what's happening, why this is turning off like that. What I was saying is, thank you guys for, for being here and for supporting. This is actually my last Theory Thursdays show of the year. So yeah, thank you for supporting us. Tomorrow we have one more episode with Abe, which is production basics. And then on Saturday we have check. No, you should be able to hear it again. On Saturday we have production basic. Saturday we have Techno Saturdays with Abe Duque. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell key so that you're notified. And right now we're going to head over to our Discord channel, if you're not there already, where we have our live performance with dolltr and some of our community members. And yeah, I'll be there right now, and I'll see you right there. Thanks for watching.